thing that makes me sad, man. It's like, you wiping out a lot of bullshit, but you mean you wiping out the moment that Michael Myers fought Busta Rhymes?
Oh, Resurrection?
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Busta Rhymes learned kung fu from old kung fu flicks, and he's gonna fight Michael Myers in a garage that's burning down while Tyra Banks is in the other room screaming for her life. What in the fuck is happening in this series?
We cannot erase that, man. Feeling depressed. Please go to gtmerch.com. We have shirt sale. We'll make you It's one of the things that might help. Everybody knows the name Michael Myers, not to be confused with Mike Myers. Ain't seen him in a while.
I mean, The Love Guru is kind of a horror film.
It is, man. It very much is. Terrified, even him. He didn't come back after that.
I'm done. I'm through.
Made him running high.
Yeah.
That's when they say, you know what, there's room for another Mike Myers out there. Let's get that stabby murderous kind, though, you know?
The dope soundtrack kind.
Yeah, how's that? How'd you do it? Get the little fingers going, yeah. Yes, the man has returned with his legendary score and everything. And what's so great about this movie that we're going to be talking about here, the trailer for it, Halloween 2018. People said, man, all right, so we're going to keep on going with this dumb shit. What are we on, Halloween 13, 25? What? Nah, man.
Yeah, I lost track when they did H2O.
H2O.
So I was like, I noticed at the 20th horror movie of the Halloween.
Yeah, they just start combining letters and numbers.
Yeah, the Resurrection, like he back with a vengeance. So, all right, whatever.
It just start looking like a license plate number.
Yeah.
Halloween 412S5B
24601. All right.
They put Michael Myers, they put his serial number up there.
His social security
number up there. Yeah. But yeah, this here, man, they said, no. You know what? We know it's getting confusing. We know it's getting crazy. But let's just scrap everything except the true original and start out from where that one left off. Yes, this one takes place right after the night, or at least right after the incident that took place in the first Halloween, where Michael Myers was shot, fell off a roof. The doctor looked over the edge and said, I got him. And Michael Myers said, fuck you, I'm gone. Nothing but grass right there.
Yep.
Turns out that he didn't get too far. They caught him and put him in an institution where he belongs for the last 40 years until somebody had to come up and stir up some trouble, man.
Of course.
Of course. Always can't leave well enough alone. But people...
Man, it's so door. Hey, you know what day it is, right? Yo, it's Halloween, B.
Yeah. Now he's back. And a lot of people, some people say, how come you can't leave well enough alone? People say, no, we need this. Let's go ahead and take a look at Halloween 2018. That's not what it's called, but hey, you know what? Let's distinguish it from the rest of the bullshit out there. Halloween 2018.
Hello.
It's Frostman. Scariest trailer I've ever seen.
Ever seen, man. Make no more movies, Halloween or otherwise, after this. Scarier than Hereditary. What? Can't be possible. You know what? Scariest movie ever or not, I give this movie credit for going out there and saying, I forget all the bullshit that came after the first one.
Man, I kind of like H2O, though.
You know what? That's the thing that makes me sad, man. It's like, you wiping out a lot of bullshit, but you mean you wiping out the moment that Michael Myers fought Busta Rhymes?
Oh, Resurrection?
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
And actually kind of, look at him, kind of winning too.
Okay, I remember that scene. I remember watching this in the theater, and I was like, let me get this shit straight. Busta Rhymes learned kung fu from old kung fu flicks, and he's going to fight Michael Myers in a garage that's burning down while Tyra Banks is in the other room screaming for her life. What in the fuck is happening in this series?
We cannot erase that, man.
And he fought another rapper before this, LL Cool J.
Oh, LL Cool J, man.
Oh, he back.
where apparently Michael Myers was crank calling.
Who was this? Have you checked the refrigerator?
Is your bathroom running?
What? You're not doing this right, Mike.
Yeah, the greatest rap beefs ever out there.
Yeah, Bottle Shock to Michael Myers.
No, you got to keep that. I got to stay. Get rid of everything else. I got to stay. Oh, you know what else you can leave in there though? Because if you're wiping out a lot of things, you're wiping out some of the things that I do like. I'm that one guy. Well, you know, I'm not the one, but I'm in that minority of people that appreciated Halloween 3.
I do love a good joke, and this is the best ever. A joke on the children. I'm glad you'll be able to watch it. You've got to believe me. They're going to kill us.
Yeah, man, that's actually kind of a freaky film. This is when you know the story behind that. That's when they want to make the Halloween series an anthology, and instead of making it all about Michael Myers, the mistake is they made a Halloween 1 and 2 with Michael Myers. And and then I was confused, like, well, okay, this is cool, and this mask right here and shit, but where Mike at?
It's like I couldn't afford the budget for Mike. Where he at?
Where Mike at? Yeah, where that gas station outfit at?
Yeah, I was thoroughly upset. Like, he gotta fix my car and murder some people. Where's my boy Mike?
Yeah, but you know what? I'll go ahead and accept it if that means we can also get rid of the Rob Zombie Halloween.
Now, the secret behind his madness will finally be revealed.
Don't nobody want to hear that shit.
Didn't he do 2 of them?
He did 2 of them. In fact, that's Halloween 2 from Rob Zombie right here.
Okay.
One where Michael Myers saw his mother riding a white horse.
Yeah, like, is this supposed to be a heroin addiction?
Yeah.
Is he just bugging out? What's going on here?
Yeah, it turned into a Rob Zombie video, man.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So we can get rid of that. You can get rid of all the other stuff because I like Rob Zombie, but there's just some things you don't need to do. You don't need to explain Michael Myers. Michael Myers is actually called The Shape. He doesn't need, he's supposed to be a mystery. We don't need to learn, about what happened to him when he was a kid, when he was picked on by bullies and shit.
Yeah, he's scary on his own. He's like a 6'5" dude wearing a Halloween William Shatner mask.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to know any more than that. If I see a dude like that on the street, I'm like, I need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, exactly. I'm wanting this. I'm excited about the aspect of them getting rid of the all the other sequels and saying, let's just start over. We recognize that, and I want it to be good, but there's some things in here that are kind of confusing me a little bit.
Okay.
Some things maybe they'll explain in the movie. I mean, first of all, Michael Myers is old. Michael Myers is 61 years old. Okay, not old. But
He
too old,
up
to
there.
be, too old to be doing this shit.
Well, I mean, you saw he was kind of struggling with that bathroom.
Yeah.
So I can't, boy, 30 years ago, I'd have ripped you apart.
Yeah. It's one of those things where at this point you want to get away, run.
Yeah.
You're going to get tired. Shit. I'm going to get you. Fuck.
You lucky my battery died on my scooter.
No, that's going to be like Halloween 5 when he's like on the little rascals and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Got a knife at the end of his cane.
Just walk into me. I can't reach out. My diabetes medicine makes me tired.
It's going to be at the old folks. Go get Michael again. He's trying to kill people. Come here.
He bugging out.
Yeah. Put him to bed. He's 61 years old. That could be kind of cool, I guess, in a way. That's what people are saying, that he's 61. I know he's older than Jamie Lee Curtis. But who knows, man, how they're going to work this. He's such a force of evil that I guess it doesn't matter. Evil has no age. So, that's something that I wonder if they'll actually acknowledge in the movie. And then they're doing other things in here that, slasher movies have always been kind of silly to me. I mean, I like them because of their silliness, but they do things in there that just don't make any sense. This man has been locked up for 40 years. Most dangerous inmate at this institution that they have. Why are you going to let a strange camera crew come in and actually taunt your most dangerous inmate?
I have something you might like to see.
I like the way that dog is like, why the fuck you doing this?
What are you doing? I quit.
That dog is the most normal person out there.
Give me my kibble severance and I'm out. Fuck this. This is not worth it.
That's the thing with these movies. Dogs see evil, so when you see somebody doing something, the dog like, that's when you
go home.
Yeah. The dog's like, don't do that shit.
Yeah, man. And I'm sure hopefully they explain as well, like somebody bribed somebody to get in there and do this, or maybe this penitentiary or this insane asylum is losing its funding, so they got to start doing things like let people write books about them so they can get some money.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what I was wondering at first. I was like, why are they investigating this thing after 40 years? These murders. The dude's caught. He killed people. They're dead. You know who it was. But I can see with this being like the way people were infatuated with serial killers like Charles Manson. Well, Charles Manson never killed anybody himself. Maybe one person has said, but people are infatuated with serial killers, crazy people, psychotic people. So I can see a camera crew coming in and wanting to come in and do a documentary about Mike Myers or Michael Myers rather. It's just, why would you let somebody come in and bring the thing that is going to make his ass go crazy? And that's another thing I don't like, man. I don't like these movies where it's in an insane asylum, and your main crazy person is always cool. You can always roll up and
Anthony Hopkins.
You can always roll up on Hannibal Lecter or the Joker, and they always kind of kick back and just looking at yes. But everybody else is like losing that shit.
Yeah,
everybody else in there clapping and shitting on themselves, throwing shit. It's and that's a cliche that I don't like either in movies, man. Like that they're doing right here. So I'm hoping that although they're forgetting some of the other movies, we're not going to be hitting too many cliches that we see in horror movies. I do like that they have Jamie Lee Curtis in here. What I'm confused about is Jamie Lee Curtis is so scared in this movie that she's got like a panic room. That she's been prepared for this man for 40 years. My question is, why don't you move? Why you in this?
He'll find her. And we heard in the trailer she was like, "Yo, I hope he gets out because I want to fuck him up." But I think she has this vendetta against him, and like she's seen some crazy, damn near supernatural stuff happen with him. So I'm gonna stay near here just in case he gets out because I want to hit him in the face with a rifle right quick.
You know what? I do kind of like that because that's what you can say. Me, I would say, fuck it, I'm moving, changing my name, getting a facelift, whatever. I'll go to Europe. Why are you still in this town where he can easily find you? The same town that he's locked up in.
I think it would be dope if she say, I kind of feel personally responsible for it, so I want to stay near just in case something happens.
She didn't do shit.
She didn't do shit, but that's blood. So I know if your brother or sister do something like you didn't do it, but you like they were a little crazy. I probably should have warned you.
Also, well, you know what? You make a point, but I'm feeling like if this town can't keep their most dangerous person locked up, if your police and your insane asylum is that weak, then that's y'all's problem. Fuck y'all.
That is their fault. It is 100% their fault. Another thing is like, all right, this man is batshit insane. We've seen him do all kinds of crazy, strong feats.
Yeah.
Why are we bringing him outside? Like, you have to wheel him out there at some point. So, like, who was taking him out of his restraints in this insane asylum and putting him in the yard like this? That seems dangerous alone, let alone they're apparently transporting him on a school bus.
Oh yeah, no, it does seem crazy. They just roll his ass out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, with everybody else. Yeah. This man needs to be. I'm looking at this man needs to be behind like 12 feet of concrete.
Yeah, like we see. What was that movie we saw? Shot Caller, where they would take people out and put their asses in cages when they went outside by themselves. Like, why he is not in the cage? It baffles me.
They put human beings in cages that just cause trouble.
Yeah,
they put them for spitting on a guard. This dude needs to be gone.
Yes.
He needs to be in a lab or something.
He should be, man.
Although, I will tell you, you mentioned it, I do like the aspect of Jamie Lee Curtis. Like, you know what? I'm ready for this motherfucker. Because I tell you, that's one thing I think you cannot get away within slasher movies today, where it's a dude chasing you with a knife. Jamie Lee Curtis is like, fuck that.
The cannon.
She's like, this is America. I got a gun, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's like today, regular people are scarier than slashers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, much more scarier than slashers. Slashers, they have their goals. Crazy people with guns, you're just like, all right, you do what you got to do.
Yeah. Plus, everybody they make you think. At least Europeans think, oh shit, everybody in America got a gun. So I'm thinking like, why you rolling up on somebody with a knife when somebody could like just blast your ass at any minute?
Yeah, and like
put that shit in Texas.
That movie was so quick. Well, Texas Chainsaw Massacre was here, but that was like rural.
But he wasn't fucking with people anywhere else though.
Yeah,
they made that meat out of people and kept it themselves.
That was very true. They kept a low profile murder base. But yeah, with Micah and Jamie Lee Curtis here, I'm obviously, I think like everybody is happy she came back. This is like a franchise that I think it really needs her. Because just like all those other old late 70s, early 80s franchises, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Freddy, I was about to say Freddy versus Jason, Friday the 13th, you had that female female protagonist going up against this like either being or this unstoppable force. And with Jamie Lee Curtis, she was always the one that I felt was the most realistic of them. Like Nancy going in dreams and pulling people out, like, all right, that's a little goofy.
Yeah,
Friday the 13th was like, all right, y'all just like, no, I'll try to be a virgin. But with like Jamie Lee Curtis, and this is one of the reasons why I love Halloween H2O. She's like, I'm gonna fuck this motherfucker up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna cut his head off. I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna stab him in the back. I'm gonna be ducking under tables and fighting him. I'm like,
Yeah,
all right, she's a badass.
She is never, they say she's the original Scream Queen, but the progression of her, because, of her like turning to Sarah Connor at some point.
Yeah.
That's not out of the ordinary for this character. This character has always been like, I'm tired of this motherfucker.
Yeah.
She's
He
like,
don't fuck with me one too many times.
Yeah, shit. He got a knife. I'm gonna get a bigger knife. She was always like, I'm tired of this dude. She was always kind of cunning and smart, and so it's not unusual for this character to evolve into somebody who's ready for him. And I think that's a good thing. I think we're at the point where we're tired of seeing people just be pure victims in slasher movies, and you cannot do that with a female now. Make her just pure victim, and even if she is the one that's the hero, because in most of these movies the female will end up somehow escaping the slasher, the creature, whatever.
I can't grab you.
Yeah. But every time they pull them somewhere, they're like, oh my god, oh my god. They're losing that shit. People like Jamie Lee Curtis is like, nah, motherfucker, I'll wait 40 years for part 2.
I came to fight. I'm ready. I'm strapped.
Bitch, I'm gonna get you.
She outside the prison waiting for him.
Yeah. And you can't do that with a female protagonist anyway. You can't make them the pure victim now,
right?
Because it's almost sexist.
It is, yeah.
It's shit. You know what? She don't even need a gun to get Mike Myers. All she gotta do is put out a tweet saying, "Michael Myers groped me." Michael Myers be like, "Hey, girl, quit playing."
Hashtag me too.
Yeah, shit. Hey, I'm putting down the knife. Quit playing. Don't send that shit.
Right next to Harvey Weinstein, and she got you too. Yeah.
Hashtag me too. Yeah, man. You can't make that protagonist like they used to be. You see this more and more. I saw The Strangers too. Where again the victim, even if they're males, the victims, they have to kind of like we don't buy this shit anymore. People being helpless.
Yeah,
we see crazy people taking down human beings, and those people, normal people, are scarier.
Right.
People have to fight back now, which is I'm glad that they're teasing it this way in this film. And maybe I'm hearing this wrong and nitpicking, but is this connected to Jurassic Park in any kind of way? Like
she hires a velociraptor to take out Michael Myers. She got to train the velociraptors.
T-Rex throws Michael Myers down while dinosaurs rule the earth.
What the hell is that? I mean, I fucks with it, but what is going on? I definitely understand.
You're not crazy. Did you hear
that musical cue? You're like, all right, where are the dinosaurs at? Yeah. Something ain't right here. But okay, let me ask you this. There's a specific part in here where I'm assuming this is where Michael Myers bust out. When they show the bus crash on the side of the road, and there's all these like white people in white robes.
White people.
But are you stopping?
No, and I'm not
man.
No, hell no. I'm running all you motherfuckers over. I'm getting points for this. No, some dude looking at me. Did you see that dude bucking up to the car? What you gonna do?
I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna keep my foot on this gas and see what you do.
Shit, yeah. If you crazy enough to stand up to a moving car, you need to go
immediately.
Shit, I would have been a bowling pin and made a strike right then and there.
10 points, GTA. Yeah. Son, get out, get the cash.
Yeah, steal that bus.
Yeah,
y'all ain't the only ones that are crazy around here. That's crazy, man. Although it's a cool scene, I'll tell you, it looks scary.
Yeah, it's mortifying, but that makes, I mean, for me, more to the point of like, I'm not getting out my goddamn car.
Oh yeah. Oh hell no. You make a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that crazy shit right there. You know what? I will tell you, Michael Myers. I do like that my man is he's sticking to his marketing. He knows he's a brand. And he's sticking to that. You notice in the trailer, the first thing he did before he killed anybody, he killed a mechanic, took his jumpsuit. He's like, you know what? Before I do anything, I got to make sure that everybody recognized the brand.
Have on my proper attire.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a businessman.
yeah.
And I'm a businessman.
Keep the signature look going on.
Yeah.
Can't kill a fireman walking around and expect everybody to say I'm Michael Myers.
Yeah, they're like, who is that murderous fireman is bugging?
Yeah. You might even stop and pump some gas or somebody.
They'll never suspect a thing.
Have a good day. Like they don't give a fuck either. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm gonna let you take a shit, and then I'm gonna come after you. Let you crawl around with a dirty ass. I like that, because come on. A lot of people chase people through a house, and they let them run all around the place with the easy way to catch somebody is they taking a shit.
Yeah.
Got the pants down around their ankles. Can't get they're trapped in one spot.
Wasn't that a rule in a zombie land? It's like, don't you take a shit,
don't
not
take
lock
a shit.
these doors.
Yeah. She just got through fucking with Michael Myers, man.
Yup.
And now go take a shit.
You talking big shit when I was in them chains.
Yeah,
What you doing now, ma?
Y'all can't even pull that mask out, bringing up that old shit.
Yeah.
I was good.
I went past this mixtape. What are you doing with this, man? Damn.
But these little things in there like that are kind of a throwback. Mm-hmm. I think in Halloween, because I remember there was one movie, because I've seen all these. There was one where somebody was going into the bathroom. And I don't know, this might be a throwback to that. So I like the way they're throwing back to certain things here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this looks like a H2O, I think. Maybe?
Yeah, I think it's H2O. Mm-hmm. So they're doing little throwbacks to Halloween and some of the bad ones too, acknowledging them, but saying at the same time, but they don't exist anymore.
Right.
Which is great because now that they're doing that, they are getting rid of some of the dumb things that they've done, that they forced into the series. That whole thing about Jamie Lee Curtis being the sister of Michael Myers.
Wasn't it her brother who murdered all those babysitters?
No, it was not her brother. That's something that people made up.
They did that. It was never a thing where she was related to Michael Myers.
Yeah, I still think of that mythos as she is related to him.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happens there, but I still think, I don't know.
I think she was a she was a babysitter, man. And they weren't related. If I'm correct, and somebody can correct me here. If I'm correct, I believe that was just a way to kind of keep Jamie Lee Curtis, force her into staying in the series.
Chat's saying it was only into that they were related because they've been trying to get me to tell you they weren't related this entire time.
Yeah, they're not related, man. It was in 2 that they tried to make that up. Mm-hmm. It was a way to try to keep this, this grudge match going. She's too iconic to the series,
right?
She's they got that Batman Joker thing going on, and this one is saying no, that shit was forced. They're not doing that.
Okay.
So yeah.
So they were related. Now they're rewriting it, or they're.
Well, I'm telling you, this takes place right after.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're like, 2 never happened, so they're not related anymore.
None of that ever happened.
Okay.
Like I said, this is this takes place. I think the movie will be taking place after the night where they catch him, and then it's 40 years later where everything's kind of cool until they go up into the club fucking with him.
Of course,
and then they piss him off, and he's like, "All right, well, you brought that mask. What you expect me to do?"
Right.
And then they pick it up from there. I tell you, what gives me is what the scariest thing about this is, but also is giving me a lot of hope. One of the producers on here is, and let me pull it up, Danny McBride.
Oh, okay.
that Danny McBride. Because everybody's thinking like, oh, that's just a dude that has the same name. No, it's Danny McBride, the comedian. Mm-hmm. Which what's that? He co-wrote this too, did he? Yeah, with David Gordon Green. Yeah, he co-wrote this, which just goes to show you that comedians not only suffer tragedy, but they're kind of fucked up in the head too. If you take people like Jordan Peele, we're getting some of our best horror possibly from comedians now, man.
That is very true.
Yeah, who would have thought that? And it happened. That was the connection here. David Gordon Green. Mm-hmm. David Gordon Green is a guy that he doesn't even have a whole lot of. Maybe he has experience as far as being a fan, but he hasn't done a whole lot of movies in the horror area. His 2 movies that a lot of people know about are Pineapple Express, a comedy, and last year he did the movie Stronger with Jake Gyllenhaal. But he has a lot of other movies besides that, some in the drama area. But I don't think he has a real strong, horror portfolio or anything like that.
But you know what, though? Some of the people, and outside of Rob Zombie, who are big fans of properties and have seen them done wrong, a la Rob Zombie, want to come in and fix them. Because, like, you know what? I can do a better version of this. And to get a comedian, which usually have some dark-ass thoughts going on in their head.
Exactly.
Can do some good stuff. And Danny McBride, we saw how fucking crazy he was in This Is the End. So you're like, all right, he's gonna do some. It's gonna be entertaining yet horrifying.
Man, I would not be surprised if they pull the mask off Michael Myers and it's Danny McBride at the end.
I would not be shocked.
Danny McBride has always looked crazy.
Yeah.
I don't care how funny he's up. He looks like he has dark thoughts going through his head right now.
Yeah, and I heard he's a major asshole in real life.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Why not make him Michael Myers?
Why not? The real life Michael Myers.
Like he just got through drinking. He's ready to kill somebody right at this moment.
Time to kill.
Yeah. I'll kill all you fuckers. What'd you say? I said, hey. Yeah, man. This is there's a lot of things here that make me think that they're doing some ballsy moves that make me think they would not be doing this unless they thought they had something good on their hands.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a complete flip from 6 years ago, but Blumhouse is on it, and when we see Blumhouse, I'm kind of excited now. I remember back then Blumhouse went like, oh God, it's gonna be made for like $7 and it's gonna be all first person footage and things and just cheap for no reason, the gallows. But when I see Blumhouse nowadays, especially associated with things like Get Out, it's like, all right, this is gonna be pretty good. I have high hopes for this.
Blumhouse, yeah. And it has the house that gave us one of probably the most horrible creatures in Hollywood, Harvey Weinstein, Miramax, right there. I'm surprised they even put that up there, man. I would change that name right now.
Well, you know it don't say the Weinstein Company. It's
Miramax. Yeah. And it should say, and nothing else. We don't rape people.
We don't know them.
Yeah, when you have people on there that, it's funny, after seeing how Blumhouse gave us Get Out. Mm-hmm. And seeing how you have...
And The Visit and Split.
Yeah. I think today when you have people that are a smaller company willing to go out and take chances on people that are not familiar names with horror, people that are willing to take chances with horror, willing to take chances with a property, period. Wiping... Again, it's a ballsy move to wipe out a whole history of film. Even the worst ones has its fans. Mm-hmm. This is a series that people, you have some people out there who love canonical order of something, canon, and they love history. Mm-hmm. Like, they don't want that to be wiped away.
Right. You know what though? I feel like
even no matter how bad it is.
Yeah, and y'all gonna have to get rid of that shit. You've seen the trend going on now with all these movies are being rewritten into something new.
Yeah.
But I feel like if this is done well enough, people will be like, you know what? I don't mind that they got rid of Halloween 3 or Halloween Resurrection with Busta Rhymes or Tyra Banks.
No, not at all, man. It sounds like they're giving people a chance to do this who really understand this movie, really love this movie. Understand that, everything that followed was a business move and it wasn't really sincerely, except for maybe like Halloween 3, which took a chance, the Season of the Witch. But understand that, all those things were just kind of it's Hollywood business moves. We need to make sequels because we got the property. Mm-hmm. Now it's time to really, we see how movies work when we actually try to appeal to the fans. Mm-hmm. Marvel's doing it.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some other things.
DC's trying.
DC ain't trying.
They trying, man.
Yeah, DC gave up on fans a long time.
It's just like The Dark Knight Returns. It's Batman v Superman. Sit your ass down.
Now.
Please.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I'm all for this, man. I'm behind this. Gives me hope. Maybe one day they finally will go in and like erase the prequels, just start all over again.
All that canon. Jar Jar's still alive somewhere.
For now,
Metachlorians is out there.
For now.
Jar Jar's dead. Force Awakens.
I don't want to get all this nerd shit with you, man. I just want this to be gone.
Nope, it'll be there forever. Thank you.
Yeah, I might not be alive to see it, but 40 years from now, maybe this will be all rewritten.
They can't do that because then they'd have to get rid of Anakin Skywalker.
Good.
That's Darth Vader, my guy.
Rewrite it. Change it. It can be different.
Mis a propos. That's a horror movie.
Maybe they can make Maybe they can make Jar Jar Michael Myers.
That'd be great. Yo, they full price from the get-go if that's the case.
They pull the mask off.
It's a me. Boom, bad killer.